Hey guys, welcome to the Rough Roads podcast. My name is Keith. I'm here with my buddy Daniel. How are you, Daniel?
I'm trying to get my camera together. Sorry. Oh, good. How's everybody doing?
Doing good, man. How was your day?
Bleak. It was. I'm just trying to come to terms of like what I need to do for the next step in life.
Yeah. So you still haven't made that decision yet?
Not yet.
You're setting a deadline for it, or just whenever it comes to you?
Well, I mean, obviously there has to be a deadline, and so I'm just needed like come to terms with it, trying to figure out everything, and tomorrow.
Yes, that would be a big change for you, huh?
Change is good.
Change is good. I kind of want to talk to you about kind of willingness to change, and points in our lives where we felt like, we've had to make changes. Because I know, like, I was homeless for like 6 years, and I wasn't willing to change worth a shit, And I thought in my mind,
Go ahead. Yeah.
Say it again.
I was just saying, my daughter was just texting me back. I was in a text. I've been in a text with her for a minute. So, but yeah, like the willing to change, and you were saying, sorry, that you were homeless.
Yeah, and like I was like content. Like I was like I figured I could do heroin and meth like forever, and I could get away with it, and not have to face any consequences, And it took me having to get arrested to come to terms with myself that I had to make a change, or the legal system had me by the throat,
Yeah, and that helps a lot of people. It motivates a lot of people to change because you have to.
Yeah. When you're facing prison or whatever, like you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot different than when you're facing something like that, and then to understand that you could be facing that and change.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I was good.
Yeah,
I was just living a fantasy world, I thought I could just be getting high for forever, and I could get away with it, and I was content with it, and I didn't care about nothing mattered to me besides just getting high.
So the change came when you got arrested.
Yeah.
And you had to do it. And you had the knee and the elbow fucking like pressed against you. Me too.
Yep.
I mean, I am not gonna lie. That's when I really do my best. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, like of my life and stuff like that. But like, I think it's good sometimes.
What was that moment for you? Because I remember like in treatment or whatever, your goal was to get your daughters back and everything. Like, when did you come to terms with that was what you wanted to do, and that you wanted to change so you'd be able to do that? Like, when did you come to terms with that?
When I mean, that was in my addiction. But when we're in our addiction and when we're doing the things that we're doing, we only think about that every now and then. We don't really think about like the now. We don't think about like, I need to stop this, because you're right. We always have that in our head when we are in our addiction, that this is our life. This is what's normal to me. This is like, I'm going to wake up tomorrow, and I'm going to do everything over and everything over and everything over again. And it's hard. I mean, it's really hard to stop when you have an addiction. And to have to, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, to stop by yourself is 90% going to fail. I mean, there are people out there that can stop, that can see where they're going and stop it. But there's other people out there that have to have that knee and elbow, like, and go to jail and go through all the the bullshit, going through treatment. Some people have to have that. A lot of people have to have that. But then, even when you're in treatment, like you were saying, to have will, to be willingness, you have to be open to everything.
You have to be.
And a lot of it is bullshit. A lot of it's just, it doesn't make sense. A lot of it helps. A lot of it doesn't help. So me personally, like, I'll pull things that do make sense to me, and I'll hold them dear inside. And then the other stuff is I'll let go.
Yep.
But like, you have to have that willingness to want to stop doing the bad things that you're doing, and want to grow. And that's what it's really about, is growing. I think we were talking about that on another podcast. Just doing something different every single day. Doing something different and making yourself a little bit better. It doesn't have to be a lot, but just
a little bit.
Just a bit better.
Yeah, just a little bit better
every day. But you have to be willing. You have to want it. You have to, like, make sense of this crazy fucking earth.
So for you, was it the same thing? Was the legal system for you too, or what was it?
So, like, like, we were doing another podcast, and like, so there's been like a time that I was 6 years sober. There was a time that I was 10 years sober. And then, I mean, and then that was my longest stretch, was when I was 10 years sober. And then I've been sober now. Okay, so the first time I was using since I was 15, and then I got busted, and I went to jail, and I was clean for 6 years. And then after that, I went like 6 years. But then when I finally used, and then I went back out for like 5 years. And then I went to First Step House. First time was drug court in Florida. The second time was here, and I went through family drug court because I had kids and stuff like that. And so, like, and so I was clean for 6 years, or 10 years after that. When I went to First Step, and this was in 2006. It was a long treatment where, I mean, I was in treatment for over a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, this was inpatient and then also outpatient. So I mean, this was a course of that. But then 10 years I was sober. And for some reason I was like, yeah, let's do some drugs again, And I went back out for 2.5, 3 years. I lost my kids again for like 3 years. And this was like 4 years ago. I've been sober now for like 4 years. And just to be honest, like I said before, I'm like I'm not a hypocrite or anything like that. And like it doesn't, like, I do drink, I do smoke weed, but I don't do hard drugs. And like, but to me, alcohol is like really the worst drug ever. And like it's so hard for me to get away from that. Like the and and I don't want, like what we were saying before, like I don't want it to come to where um uh like I have to, like that elbows down on me and like I have to. I know that I can like regulate it. I see it, I fear it, and I know what to do to change it. But right now, it's it's so hard with everything that's going on in my life. And maybe it's maybe it's something that I do need. Maybe it's like, I mean, like, because I don't want to ask the universe or God, whatever people believe in, because it will because it will happen, you know. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt myself, but I don't want to be in jail anymore. I mean, like I'm living a good life, but I have a problem because of my rough roads that I've been down. And like I'm holding on to like what's legal, like I'm drinking way too much. I mean, I do wake up, I do go to work every day, I do my shit. I am able to, pay for a house, pay for food, pay for my kids' school. But but it's hard doing that. And that's why, like, this is what I really want to like reach out even to my kids. Once you start going down those rough roads, it's hard as fuck to turn back.
It is. It really is.
It's hard. And once you get those addictions, once you start feeling a certain way, and then you need something else, and you need something else, and you need something else, to like like to counteract all those other feelings. Like I feel like I'm like one of the lucky ones, because like I've never done meds. I've never done like anything like that. And I've always kept my brain good. I've always been able to calm myself down, always self-medicate, and like give me a day and I'll like just like I might not talk to anybody, but like I will just like meditate all fucking day. I mean, you can call it meditation, but it's more like sleep. It's more like rest.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like just talking to myself, giving myself good affirmations.
Yeah.
And that's, if you're able to do that as a person, then you're able to like grow, and you're able to like move past all the little fucking bullshit, because it's small. It really is. It's small shit, but the small shit really does build up, and it gets to us to a point. And if we don't know how to handle it, and if we're not willing to accept it for what it is, and then we're doomed. So like being willing to change, or being willing to 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 know that before it gets to where like you're, like the police are involved or the courts are involved.
Mhm.
And if you know it, and then change it.
Yeah,
And it's hard, but it's hard. It's
it's really
it's
hard.
not it's not fucking easy to 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 change where you're at in life. It's not. There's it's like, I'm not just saying like, oh yeah, all you got to do is just like go the other way. It's like,
Yeah,
no. I was like, it's fucking hard, and
yeah,
sometimes you hit rock bottom or a fucking concrete wall, right? You hit
yeah,
it, and then you have to. But that's what builds character sometimes. Like, I have a lot of character. I feel like I've been through a lot of stuff in my life to where that I have a lot of knowledge about a lot of different shit. And this is what I like talking about, like uh just like different topics. And like, you picked, this is Keith's topic tonight. Boom, boom, hit rough roads.
rough road.
Rough roads.
It's tough though, man. Like willingness to change, like you're right. It's not easy, man. And it's not, because once you get deep into those rough roads, dude, it's like sometimes it feels like there's no turning back, It's tough.
I
It's
think
really
it
tough.
comes with I think it comes with age.
You think
And
so?
it, like age. And like I tell my kids this is why my kids are like so old. Like, I really like ever since they were like tiny, like I just taught them, like, I can't even like speak it. Like, I can think it, but I can't speak it. Like, I can't come up with like anything, like, but like it really is. And like, even though that my kids are still young, they're gonna understand, like, once you get older, it's like stepping stones. And they're gonna really see, like, they're gonna think back like, oh, this is what my dad was talking about. It's like, because they can kind of see it now, because I'm so open with them. But like, they're really, really gonna fucking see it once they're like 30, 40, 80. Like, once they're old, they're gonna be like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be able to have the patience and the willingness to change with those marks, with those stepping stones that they go down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And uh, I mean, life is crazy. Everybody knows that. I mean, like, you make one decision the wrong way, and it can change your entire
Changes everything.
life.
Everything. Yep.
And
One
that's
wrong
what the
decision.
kids that's what kids don't really understand right now, is that is like, in a blink of an eye, you can make you can be with the wrong person. You yourself can make a wrong decision, and your life is over. There's no way of there's no way to get away from the cops these days. There's so many cameras. There's so
So
many
in
police.
every corner there's a camera, it seems like.
every every Everywhere is, I mean, like, you cannot it that's why I was saying before, and like our other podcast, it's just be a decent fucking person, do the right thing, like, help somebody out,
Yep.
even if like you're even if you can't help somebody out, you know give them a make them smile, Hey, I mean, like, if you can't help them out financially, like, say a good word, make them, because that does help.
Yep, I
It
hear
really
you,
is fun.
man. I know with me, like willingness to change was like for me, it's like I started drug court and I relapsed, and I relapsed pretty hard for a good month during drug court. And for me, I stood up to my judge and I told her, I said, I want to go to treatment. And that was my decision, because I feel like I needed it, and I needed that change. But I figured for me to change, I needed treatment, and that was a big decision that I made. And
Yeah, I was like you too.
wait, what's
Yeah,
that?
I was like, I was like you, like what
You
you
showed
said to the judge. Yeah,
you told
because
him, yeah,
you
you want,
wanted it. You
yeah.
really wanted it, but you didn't know how to get out of it. But like, you knew that you needed um the change. You knew that you were willing to change, and that the only way that you can do it is with help.
Did you know Cody before treatment, or you met him at Epic? So you met him at Epic?
Yes.
Love at first sight, man.
Yep.
That's awesome that you guys have stayed friends.
It is amazing. Um, I met a few friends through treatment. Um, never,
Road,
never
road to smoking.
anybody like somebody that was like powerful as Cody though. And Cody will tell you all the time, like, like I helped him out and stuff, and but like the truth is really, like, he he helped me to make it through. Um, and emotionally, um like, with like, he built me up. So it's weird, like I'm a weird human being, like, so, like, I build on helping other people, and so as I'm helping him, like, it's building me, and it's kind of selfish in a way, if you really like look at it. But like, we both were in a place that was rock bottom, and we built ourselves up so freaking high. And look at Cody now. Cody's a baller, man.
Mm-hmm.
Cody's a baller. And like, I kind of feel like, in some ways that I don't know what I'm trying to, like, the word for it right now, but like we did walk through that place like we were like top guns, because like at that time I really felt like that we were. I mean, like, we came from nothing. And even Cody, I mean, like, Cody was further down than me, and look where he is, man. I even think that Cody's like even higher than me right now. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not really about like status, where you're at or anything, but like, Cody has a willingness to change like no other. Like, Cody's on a path to stardom. Like he's already, like, he's about to like just breach the top to where he was. Um but willingness, that's where it comes. I mean, like, nobody's ever going to change unless you're like willing to do it, or at least acknowledge what you're doing, dissect it,
Mm-hmm.
because that's where it really comes first. It's like, I mean, like, you can be willing to do anything, but like if you don't think that you have a problem, and then it's that's where it comes, is like acknowledging the problem, acknowledging who you are, and if you're able to do it. Yeah, sorry, my daughters. What's up?
When are we making the food?
I'm doing a podcast right now, so
We'll be done in 5 minutes. We'll be done in 5 minutes.
Dad,
yeah. What's up, bud?
are the corn's done?
No, the cord's not done. Come say hi to everybody. Anyways,
Who's that?
I got like 7 people in my house.
Hey,
That's Ashton.
Who's
look.
who's Ashton?
Say hi.
Hey, what's up?
hi.
What's up, what's up, little man?
Yes.
Why can't we see you? Why didn't he show up? That's
Because
weird.
your whole background and everything. You got to be sitting where you are.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's what I work out with.
What are you cooking for the whole neighborhood? You didn't invite me over?
You can come over right now, bud. I actually was gonna tell you to come over.
Hey, I'll ask him to come over.
We should ask him to come over and say, Keith.
Hey, come over. Come over. Come over.
So what's Daniel cooking tonight? Tell me what's on the menu over there.
Oh, we're gonna make some street corn and some carne asada. Well, I mean, this is kind of like a just a preview of tomorrow, because obviously tomorrow is
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Yes, sir. And so we're just kind of doing a little preview of that, and then we're gonna like go all out tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Here, catch it.
What is that?
I made you flinch.
Is that a medicine ball? Oh,
No,
look at that.
it's a medicine ball. Try to choke me out. Man, you know what? Shit.
Who is that? The neighbor?
No, it's not the neighbor. It's Dre's nephew.
Oh, Dre's nephew.
Ashton. Ashton's a cool kid, man.
No, my mom might mess it. My mom want me.
Oh yeah.
They doesn't want me.
Ashton's a cool kid.
Seems like a cool kid.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Well, hey man, I'm not gonna hold you up. We're right at the 30-minute mark, so we can get I can let you roll so you can go cook for everybody.
So what do you think about, like, you know, like just the willingness to let go? That's kind of like what we were talking about, you know, like the willingness.
It's important, you know, but sometimes it takes something to give us that willingness to change. Like for me, it was the legal system, you know. Sometimes we just need a kick in the ass, you know. It's something because addiction makes it that much harder, you know. You're right about that. It makes it really hard, you know.
Yeah. And so, I think like what we were talking about, like in maybe the last two or something, is like, but it's also patience too.
Yeah.
You know, like to actually come here, stay out of my. You can be out here. But like the patience, I think patience takes it helps to like find the willingness to like really want to stop. But it's like, when does it stop? That's the thing. It's like, when does it stop? Does it stop when you like kill somebody, or does it stop when like, you know, you hit like what you think at that time is rock bottom? But like, I mean, like, what is rock bottom? because like I've hit so many bottoms so hard, but then like I think I'm good, and then I hit even a fucking deeper rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think willingness really comes from like just finding out what our bottom is.
I agree with that 100%.
Stop being a little punk. Fucking trying to choke me out with a pencil. But
No
yeah.
one do them.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, hey,
I don't want any more kids.
go
Here, baby.
cook. Hey,
Yeah.
Go, Daniel, go cook for everybody, right?
Huh?
Go cook for everybody, right?
Say it again.
I said go cook for everybody. We got plenty of time done.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, we're
So,
good. Yeah,
all
it's
right,
about
buddy.
to start the grill.
Yeah,
I appreciate everybody tuning in, whoever does.
yeah, we appreciate you. And hey, check us out on Twitter, rough_Rhodes, rough_Rhodes. Send us a follow. We got 601 followers right now. Everybody's welcome to follow us. Check us out on YouTube at Rough Roads Podcast, at Rough Roads Podcast. Check us out on Spotify at Rough Roads Podcast, at Rough Roads Podcast. Send us an email, roughroadspodcast@gmail.com, roughroadspodcast@gmail.com. Send us a text message, 801-215-9682, 801-215-9682. Be happy to answer your questions or comments. Have a good night. Have a good night, Daniel. And we'll do it again. We'll do it again tomorrow night, all right, bud?
He actually got me down that time. Yeah,
All right,
please hit us up with any comments, questions, and maybe some things that we can talk about.
And we'll see you tomorrow night, all right, bud?
Peace. Give him peace.